the produced output in the form of hard copy. Printing speed is measured in terms of character printed in a unit of time. In type of printers, we are going to get two type of printer. In that first one, impact printer, and the next one it is non-impact printer. Inkjet printer, we are going to get nozzles. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to my new session. I am Revati, faculty, Department of Computer Science, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU. We are on the second session of output device. In today's session, I am going to discuss printer. In that, I am going to discuss dot matrix printer, inkjet printer and laser printer. Before going to start my session, I want to recall the things which I covered in the last session. In the last session, we studied what is monitor. So, monitor is also the example for output device. Under monitor, we studied what is CRT, then we studied what is LCD and what is LED. Along with that, we studied the difference between LCD, LED as well as CRT. Dear students, but today's session I am going to discuss what is printer. I hope everyone are familiar with printer. So here printer is the best example for output device. So this is the example of hard copy output device. So what is printer? What is the job of the printer? We know that computer is an electronic machine which receives input from the user and process all the input data. So, dear students, the returned result may be in the form of soft copy or it may be in the form of hard copy. So, dear students, as we know that printer is going to produce the output. The produced output may be in the form of hard copy. So, the produced output in the form of hard copy. So, here the hard copy in the sense it is paper. So here what are the output we are going to get that is produced in the form of papers. There are two types of printer, that is impact printer and non-impact printer. What is impact printer? Here the name itself indicates that there is a impact on the paper as well as ribbon. I repeat, there is a contact between pin and ribbon. Whereas non-impact paper, there is no contact between paper and ribbon. So, in general, impact printer is a printer that involves mechanical components for conducting printing. I repeat, it involves mechanical component for printing. The second type of printer is non-impact printer. So the name itself indicates that there is no impact on mechanical moving components. I repeat, there is no impact on mechanical moving components with the paper. So the two basic qualities associated with printers are resolution and speed. What is printer resolution? Here the printer resolution is measured in terms of number of dots per inch. I repeat, the printer resolution is measured in terms of number of dots per inch. The next basic quality is speed. What is speed? Print speed is measured in terms of number of characters printed in a unit of time, and it is measured character per second or line per minute, or it may be referred pages per minute. I repeat, the second basic qualities of printer is speed. So the printer speed is measured in terms of line per minute or character per second and pages per minute. Dear students, moving on to the printer. Anyway, we are going to get two type of printer. One is impact printer and another one non-impact printer. So here the characters are formed by striping hammer. I repeat, here characters are formed by striking hammer. At the same time, the working procedure is same as your typewriting machine. I repeat, the working procedure is same as typewriting machine. So it is a type of printer that works by direct contact of an ink ribbon with paper. So there is a direct contact between pin and paper in impact printer. So the printers are typically loud. That means the noise, it produces excess noise because the pin is going to strike the paper. For that reason, it is going to produce heavy noise, but it remains in use because by using impact printer, we can able to print large amount of printout. That is the main use of impact printer. And at the same time, it's also possible to print multiple papers at a time. That is the main advantages of impact printers. Dear students, then the some of the examples for impact printers are dot matrix printer, dicey wheel printer and line printer. Here, this impact printer uses electromechanical mechanism. I repeat, here impact printer uses electromechanical mechanism. Then moving on to the second type of printer, here it is non-impact printer. It is a type of printer, but it does not hit or impact a ribbon. So I repeat, it is a printer, but there is no connection or there is no interaction between ribbon and paper. I repeat, there is no interaction between ribbon and paper. Dear students, here non-impact printer uses laser, xerographic or electrostatic, chemical and inkjet technology. That means here non-impact printer is made up of inkjet technology or laser technology. So it is very easy to maintain and it is very easy to repair. It does not produce any noise and the quality of the printout is very good. So the example for non-impact printers are inkjet printer and laser printer. I repeat, the example for non-impact printers are inkjet printer and laser printer. So dear students, please remember that there is only one difference. That is, in impact printer, there is a interaction between ribbon and paper. Whereas in non-impact printer, there is no interaction between ribbon and paper. That is the main difference between non-impact printer and impact printer. Moving on to the type of printers. So the printers are classified into two types, impact printer and non-impact printer. So this impact printer is also further classified into dicey wheel printer, then dot matrix printer. Whereas this non-impact printer is classified into inkjet printer, thermal printer and laser printer. So in type of printers, we are going to get two type of printer. In that first one, impact printer, and the next one, it is non-impact printer. But in this unit, we are going to study dot matrix printer, inkjet printer and laser printer. That means one topic from impact printer, that is dot matrix printer, and in non-impact printer, we are going to study inkjet and laser printer. Dear students, in this unit, we are going to study dot matrix printer, that is for impact printer, and inkjet and laser printer under non-impact printer. Moving on to the inkjet printer. I repeat, inkjet printer. So what is inkjet printer? It is a type of non-impact printer. In inkjet printer, there is no mechanical conduction between paper and ribbon. Then you may get the doubt how the characters or letters are formed. Here, characters or letters are formed by using dots. So you may get doubt how these dots are generated. Dear students, in inkjet printer, the dots are formed by little drop ink. I repeat, here drops are formed by using little drop of ink. Then how the characters are formed? By spraying ink. I repeat, the characters or drops or dots are formed by spraying ink. Then to spray the ink, in inkjet printer, we are going to get nozzles. I repeat, in inkjet printer, we are going to get nozzles. Here, nozzles are responsible for spraying ink. I repeat, here nozzles are responsible for spraying ink. So, for black color, one nozzle, it's okay. Suppose if you want to get printed color printout. For example, if you want to take color printout, then along with black nozzle, you're going to get another 3 nozzles. One is for gray, and one is for magenta, and one is for yellow. Dear students, in inkjet printer, we can able to take the colored printout. Okay, for that reason, you're going to get 3 more extra nozzles. So, one nozzle is for magenta, one nozzle is for gray, and one nozzle is for yellow color. So, by combining these 3 colors, you can able to take multiple color printout. So, here an inkjet printer is an non-impact printer that forms character and graphics by spraying tiny drops of liquid into a piece of paper. So, with here in inkjet printer, it is possible to print the character by spraying tiny dot of liquid ink onto a piece of paper. At the same time, inkjet printer can also produce letter quality, text and graphics in both black and white color and colors. That means in inkjet printer, it is possible to take white and black printout. At the same time, it is possible to take color printout. Then some inkjet printers can print photo quality images on any type of printer. That means in inkjet printer, you are going to get better quality of printout, but the printout can be taken in any type of paper. Dear students, here the printer resolution is measured in dots per inches. That means the quality of the printout is mainly depends on the dots. Okay, so here resolution is measured in terms of dots per inch. Then the speed of inkjet computer is measured in terms of lines per minute. I repeat, here the speed is measured in terms of lines per minute. Dear student, this inkjet printer is example for non-impact printer. By using dot or tiny dots, it's possible to form a character, and the resolution is measured in terms of dots per inch, and the speed is measured in terms of line per minute. Moving on to the advantages of inkjet printer. What is the first advantage? That means inkjet printers are generally quiet. So here inkjet printer does not provide any noise, or inkjet printer does not produce any noise because there is no interaction between ribbon and paper. Dear students, the another advantage here is inkjet printer can produce high quality color output. That means here inkjet printer is responsible for producing white and black output. At the same time, it also produces colored output, and the quality of colored output is very, very good. Dear students, the next advantage here is it produces high quality color output. That means the inkjet printer is capable to print white and black printout, as well as it is also capable to take colored output or colored printout. Moving on to the disadvantages of inkjet printer. What is the first disadvantage here? A specialized paper are required to produce high quality color output. While taking colored printout, you want to use specialized paper to get good quality output. The second disadvantage here is the ink cartridges and specialized papers are expensive. I repeat, whatever the cartridges, that means inks we are going to use, and the specialized paper what we are going to use, that is costlier than ordinary ink and paper. As well as the ink may spammer when printed on ordinary paper. That means the ink may get spread when we print the output on ordinary paper. So these are the three disadvantages of printer. So here dot matrix printer is the best example for impact printer. So there is a connection or interaction between ribbon and paper. Then the speed of dot matrix printer is 100 to 600 character per second. So here print head comes with 9 pins or 24 pins. I repeat, here the print head comes with 9 or 24 pins. If the quality of the printout which comes with 9 pin is very low comparing to the quality of output where the print head is 24. Dear students, in dot matrix printer, when the pin strikes ribbon, then the printer mechanism moves left to right and right to left. I repeat, in dot matrix printer, when the pin strikes ribbon, then the printing mechanism moves left to right and right to left. So here dot matrix printer is a impact printer that produces printed images with a print head striking mechanism. That means here the character or images are printed or produced by print head striking mechanism. Then most dot matrix printers uses continuous form paper. That means in dot matrix printer you want to use continuous form of paper. That means you cannot give the paper one by one. So you want to give a bundle of paper one shot. Then a higher number of pins on the print head means more dots are printed. That means in the higher number of pins on print head means more dots are printed. That means the quality of the output is good. Suppose if you have low number of pins on the print head, then the quality of the output is very low. Dear students, I repeat that a 24-pin printer has better print quality than 9-pin printer. The speed of the dot matrix printer is normally measured by the number of characters per second. I repeat, the speed of the printer is measured in terms of number of characters per second. Moving on to the advantages of dot matrix printer. So the dot matrix printer can print multiple, that means multi-part forms. That means it is possible to take more than one printout in a given time or in a time. Then dot matrix printers can withstand dusty environment, vibration and extreme temperature. That means the dot matrix printer can work in any kind of environment. It may be a dusty environment, vibration or extreme temperature. So this dot matrix printer is capable to work at any kind of temperature. Moving on to the disadvantage. So what is the disadvantage? The dot matrix printers are generally noisy because of the striking mechanism. When the pin strikes ribbon, it produces noise. I repeat, when the pin strikes ribbon, it produces noise. So it produces excess noise. Then print quality of dot matrix printer is not as good as those from inkjet printer and laser printer. That means the printing quality of dot matrix printer is not good compared to laser printer and inkjet printer. Moving on to the next type of printer, that is laser printer. This is the example for non-impact printer. Here the characters are printed by directing laser beams at mirror, and that is bounced onto the drum. I repeat, here the characters are printed by directing laser beam at mirror, and that is bounced on a drum. In laser printer, a drum has a special toner stick. When the drum is moved or when the drum is rolled, then the ink is transferred into the paper in the form of character. I repeat, when the drum is moved or rolled, then the ink is transferred onto a paper in the form of character or images. So this laser printer have buffer. What is buffer? It is a temporary storage or it is a memory. Same way in laser printer will have memory that is responsible for storing a complete page at a time. I repeat, it is responsible for storing complete page at a time. At the same time, while printing, it is also responsible for printing whole sheet or whole paper at a time. So here laser printer is a mechanism of how a laser printer works is similar to photocopier. That means the laser printer working mechanism same as photocopier. Dear students, here laser printer is also called page printer because they process and store the entire page before they actually print it. I repeat, whatever the page you have, that is stored in their buffer and that is processed and that is store the entire page that is being printed. So here laser printer have a storage area called buffer. So the entire page is stored inside the buffer, process the page and print the page later. Then most laser printers today can print text and graphics. So here laser printers are responsible for printing text as well as graphics with a high quality resolution. I repeat, with a high quality resolution. Dear students, the laser printer produces high quality resolution and the resolution is range from 600 dots per inches to 1200 dots per inch. So the laser printout or laser printer capacity or quality resolution is 600 dots per inch to 1200 dots per inch. Then laser printer can also print text at the speed of 4 to 30 pages per minute. That means in laser printer, it is possible to print 4 to 30 papers per minute. In 1 minute, it is possible to print 4 to 30 pages. Then moving on to the advantages of laser printer. So what is the advantages of laser printer? Here laser printers are generally quiet and fast. So here laser printer does not produce any noise and it is quiet and fast. Laser printer can produce high quality output any ordinary paper. That means to take printout in laser printer, you don't want to use any special kind of paper. So by using ordinary paper, you can able to take good quality of output. Then the cost per page of toner cartridge is lower than printer. That means the toner cartridge is cost required for toner cartridge is less than other printer. Moving on to the disadvantage. What is the disadvantage? The initial cost of laser printer can be high. That means while buying any laser printer, the cost of the laser printer is high comparatively other printers like inkjet and dot matrix. Then laser printers are more expensive than dot matrix printer and inkjet printer. That means the cost required to buy a new laser printer is high comparing to dot matrix printer as well as inkjet printer. Dear students, let's see the difference between dot matrix printer as well as laser printer. In dot matrix printer, this is the example for impact printer. Impact printer, where laser printer is example for non-impact printer. Here, the dot matrix printer is introduced by Digital Equipment Corporation in the year 1970, whereas laser printer is also the product of Digital Equipment Corporation in 1970. The next difference here, dot matrix printer is a type of impact printer which prints character or images by striking print hammer or wheel against the ink ribbon. In dot matrix printer, the character or images are printed by striking hammer onto ribbon. So there is a connection or there is a interaction between ribbon and paper. Whereas in the non-impact printer, which prints character or images without striking paper. That means there is no physical contact or there is no physical interaction between ribbon and paper. Then moving on to the speed, that means printing speed. The printing speed of dot matrix printer is slower than laser printer, whereas the printing speed is higher comparatively dot matrix printers in laser printer. Then the next difference, printing quality of dot matrix printer is lower than laser printer. That means the printout quality is lower when compared to laser printer, whereas the laser printer produces good quality of output by using ordinary paper. Then the next difference, so it uses normally a continuous paper. That means normally it uses continuous paper sheet for printing process, whereas normally it uses individual paper sheet. So in dot matrix, a bundle of papers are used to take the printout, whereas in laser printer, a single sheet or individual sheet can be used. Dear students, in dot matrix printer, there is a pin. So there is a interaction of pin with ribbon, whereas in laser printer, it uses fine ink powder, that is cartridge, and heat the powder on the paper for printing. So it uses ink powder and that is heated to produce the printout. Then it includes serial dot matrix printer and line dot matrix printer. That means the two varieties of dot matrix printers are serial dot matrix printer and line dot matrix printer. Whereas in laser printout, you're going to get black and white or color printout. Then moving on to the noise. Here, your dot matrix printer produces excess noise, whereas your laser printer does not provide noise. Ink ribbon is used for printing process. In dot matrix, ink ribbon is used, whereas cartridges are used for printing purpose in laser printer. Then the next difference, it provides printing speed of 30 to 550 character per second. The printing speed of dot matrix printer here is 30 to 530 character per second. Whereas in laser printer, the printing speed is 20 pages per minute. I repeat, 20 pages per minute. Whereas this dot matrix printer is very less expensive, and whereas laser printer is more expensive. That means laser printer is more costlier. These are the certain difference between dot matrix and laser printer. Dear students, today's class we studied what is printer and the type of printer, that is impact printer and non-impact printer. Under these two types, we studied dot matrix printer, inkjet printer and laser printer. So the dot matrix printer is example for impact printer, whereas laser and inkjet printers are example for non-impact printer. Dear student, in the next session, we are going to study plotters. Under plotters, we are going to study drum, platted, then screen image projector. So these are the three topics we are going to study in the next session. Dear students, this is all about today's session. I hope you enjoyed today's session and you got some information about printer. Dear students, I hope you enjoyed today's session. Let's meet in the next session. Until then, take care. Thank you.